Today, I am coming to you live and in color from Namibia's leading waste management company, Rent a Drum. I am so excited to show you around and bring you enriching conversations. Take along.
When it's time to throw, remember where to go. The seven us are here to teach you how to care. So sing along, dance along. Make it reappear, make it reappear. Recycle and reuse, get the most out of your goods. Regift and repair, fix it up to show you care. Reduce, there's no excuse to overuse. Rethink your actions, are the missing link. Refuse, no need to choose what you don't use, what you don't use. Right. It's me and it's you, and we know what to do. Rethink today for tomorrow and be a recycle hero.
Hello and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show.
I am your host, Jesse Jackson Kauraita. In replay, Namibia, who had won the toss for the first time on this tour.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with tennis news, both on the WTA for women's and
And right now, I am joined by Master Abrams, who is the operations manager right here at Rent a Drum. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, fine, and you?
I'm very well. It's a pleasure to have this conversation with you. Let's get into the chat, right? What is the focus of the campaign that you're currently running on social media?
Well, the focus is towards recycling, and that's a very important thing for the entire country. And it was also being launched by His Excellency the President a few years ago, that with the first cleanup campaign in Namibia, that it is very important that waste that ends up at landfills or at dump sites needs to be recycled instead of plastics being blown away by the wind and so forth. So, and yes, our focus is really to make sure that each and every individual in this country should recycle, and all recyclables that can come to our premises here. And we have also branches in Oshakati, Walvis Bay, Rundu and Swakopmund as well. So we really want to emphasize on that the community must bring all the recyclables to us. Of course, it should be sorted in certain aspects, but that's where the awareness campaign comes in.
Yeah.
People need to be made aware of what are recyclables and what are not recyclables.
But why is it so important? I know and I understand that you said it's important for everyone to recycle, but could you maybe just emphasize on why it is really important for children? And when we say children, what age ranges are we looking at?
Well, we used to have visitors also, or children visiting our facility here, and it's actually from preschool, primary, that children are coming to visit here because they get the message very clear that they should go back home and tell their parents of what needs to be recycled. So it's very good to make children aware from grassroots level to ensure that they do and understand what it is all about.
Yeah.
And of course, we want to take care of our resources. from the environment. And that's very important. Instead of factories using virgin materials to make out of that again recyclables instead of using raw materials. So and that's really the aim and the message we want to carry out, that whatever recyclables are being consumed or used at home should be recycled and should not end up at a dump site or a landfill site, because at the end of the day your landfill or your dump site will become so quickly full, and it costs a lot of money to again develop a new landfill or a dump site.
I love that. Teach them well while they are young and let them lead the way. Absolutely love that. Now, what do you think should be the role of parents in teaching the children to reuse, recycle and reduce?
Well, it's very important that children should be taught from the beginning how recyclables needs to be sorted, and that's the reason why we enrolled the clear bag system at households. The clear bags, of course, is being provided to the households free of charge. Otherwise, people will not be encouraged to recycle. And the same with the transportation. When we collect the full clear bags, it's also for free of charge. And the children needs to be educated right from the beginning that you can. There are certain waste that cannot be recycled, but if you take, for instance, when we started with the recycling in 2010, that many people called us and said, well, the waste in my municipality bin, which is supposed to be general waste, which is supposed to go to the landfill, is only 10%. The rest are recyclables. And that's the point. That's the point that we want to make, and ensure that people do recycle. Then, of course, you will have very less general waste.
There are people who don't necessarily understand why they should recycle. If you were to meet, that person who doesn't understand, what is that one sentence or one word that you would say is the importance of recycling to them?
Well, what I would like to say is the 3 R's. Is reduce, recycle, and reuse again.
Yeah.
So that they understand that's the only way how you can get all recyclables into the system back again, instead of just let it end up on a dump site.
To another exciting episode of Pirong Workshop. Jou lief die weer en vertel ook vir julle waar die vis heel moontlik kan byt.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouth-watering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Right now, I am joined by Master Yaku Swada at Rent a Drum. How are you?
Good day. Welcome to Rent a Drum. Yeah, I hope you was impressed by our.
There is a lot going on here. I didn't see the plant, but I can see it's busy. I can hear what is going on in our background. But let's talk about Rent a Drum. Rent a Drum started in 1989. So what type of services do you offer? What goes on around here?
Rent a Drum started in 1989. It has started as a small business. We only have collected household garden waste at households, and from there on the business have grown and start to deliver services at invented for the businesses. In 2010 we started with our recycling, and from there on we have grown and all over Namibia. So today, Rent a Drum is a household name that provide a one-stop service to all Namibian companies and Namibians, and we believe in a total integrated waste management solution for our clients.
All right. Now, I love that you spoke about the growth of Rent a Drum. What would you say brought about that growth?
The first thing I think is to provide a professional service to all our clients. That is for us important, and also that you can understand what is your client needs. And with the 34 years, we have grow and adjust to our client needs, that we can provide today a much bigger spectrum of client services as what we have started in 1989.
All right. How many branches of Rent a Drum do you have?
Currently, we have our main branches in Windhoek, then we have Walvis Bay, Swakop, Oshikati, Rundu, Oranjemund, and then we also have satellite branches on Rossing, Husap, and Langerheinrich mine.
All right. Now, tell us about, the specialized services that Rent a Drum offers.
During the years, Rent a Drum have grown, and we started to specialize in more different services. For example, the mining industry. Every mine has different needs and requirements that you have to fulfill. And we have on the mines especially, there's a lot more hazardous waste that you have to take into account. So, and also what we do is we demolish buildings, old redundant haul trucks, all the scrap removal we do bioremediation, rehabilitation, and also now with a whole new development in the oil and gas industry, we are also involved with that to provide a full service scope to the oil and gas industry.
Right, I love that. Thank you very much, Mr. Yaku, for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Enjoy your day.
Now you might be wondering why my seat is empty. That's because my wonderful co-host Aina is at Rent a Drum and she seems to be enjoying it there. Now for this weekend's sports, our team is in Swakopmund at NAPSO. Let's take a look and see how that's going.
So mens dink sport is altyd iets wat daar ver weg plaasvind. En tog is sport 'n ongelooflike belangrike deel van elke gemeenskap. Maar meer dat dit help ook om soos in hierdie geval met Walvis Bay en NAPSO 'n klomp mense te bring na die dorp toe. So wat is jou ervaring van sport en die Walvis Bay munisipaliteit en hoe julle die pad vorentoe sien, hoe sport 'n groot verskil kan speel in julle dorp?
Ek sê sport is the big unifier en dat ek agtergekom van ek in hierdie posisie gekom en ek gesien hoe baie sport vir die gemeenskap van Walvis Bay, net Walvis Bay maar die hele land beteken en hoe dit mense by mekaar bring. En dit besef van die goed waar daar altyd vrede is, behalwe as die wedstryd al klaar is in meeste gevalle, maar die benefits van hierdie klas events bring aan dorp toe is baie groot. En wanneer ons nou gepraat van die opspins en dit is huge, hoe 'n dorp kan benefit so event soos hierdie wat nou plaasvind in Walvis Bay. En dit is baie groot, die NAPSO games is baie groot en baie goed georganiseer. En dit is my droom of my wens dat die staatsinstansies, staatskole ook hierdieselfde prinsip kan volg, dat hulle in 'n posisie is om hulle sports ook op hierdie level wat hulle te kan doen. En dit is my groot dat die staatsinstansies kan replicate wat die private sector en private instansies kan doen.
Het is so basis om 3.500 kinders, 350.000 kinders te kan maak.
Precies.
Want ek dink dis ons challenge dat jy weet daar's 'n groot magte om kinders wat graag deel van hierdie proses wil wees. Ek weet byvoorbeeld die rol wat die Koeris rugby span gespeel het laas jaar en natuurlik daai verloor teen Union was nou nie lekker geweest daar. Maar dit was net ongelooflik om ons het al die wedstryde uitgesaai en hoe daai unifying effek daar is. En ek sien dit met NAPSO ook, jy weet hoe die hele gemeenskappe saambring en net soos jy reg sê, weet dit sport is so 'n ongelooflike manier dat ons net 'n positiewe gesprek of so as jy nou na NAPSO kyk, wat sou jy verwag van hierdie week? Wat sou jy graag wil sien? Jy weet, hoe sou jy die pad vorentoe wil sien rondom dit?
Maybe maar ek kan sê die Malvis by munisipaliteit byvoorbeeld, ons sien vir een van die enigste munisipaliteite wat nog sportfronde
ja, dit is waar, ja. Dit is waar.
En dit is 'n groot challenge vir ons. So jy nou gepraat van kudos. Ons as munisipaliteit wens as speel ons kan die sportfronde te verbeter op 'n standaard te bring wat ons kan ons tuisspanne kan akkommodeer en so. Maar dit is nie maklik nie. Baie finansies is gaan daarmee te werk en dit is altyd maklik nie. Maar al wat ek kan sien wat nou hier gebeur in Malvis Bay is dat mense kan kom sien hoe uitstekende dorp Malvis Bay is, waar ek nou oor van portals en al die, maar dat Malvis Bay eintlik 'n groot toerisme destination is. Ek sê altyd swak bemark Malvis Bay se excellence baie, want hulle doen 'n brilliant job daar so. Maar dat almal kan sien dat wat Malvis Bay vir julle instoor het, hoe goed die ouens die dinge hier organise vir die NAPSO events en dat almal inkom en dit 'n baie gesellige event sal wees dat hulle geniet en ook ons dorp bietjie explore.
So een van die goed wat ons doen nou wanneer ons hierdie uitsendings doen is ons bemark die dorp ook. So deel van ons uitsendings gaan wees wat te sien in Walvis Bay en dan deel ons dit. So dit is definitief deel van ons uitsending die volgende 3 dae. Ons gebruik sport ook om die boodskap oor te dra om kuier in Walvis Bay. Ek is 'n langstrander, so ek bly daar so ek is tegnies een van jou residents.
So dit is 'n bietjie sonder water gesit hier op 'n paar dae.
Ek het my tank ook daar neergesit, so ek is nou soms weer. Maar ja, nee, ek is eintlik hoe sê ek, my second home is Walvis Bay. So thank you so much for keeping the city so clean and focused and I've been on record to say it will be the biggest city in the country very shortly. So ek is baie opgewonde oor die toekoms. En dankie dat julle daai fasiliteite en daai proses neersit. En jy's reg, alles kos geld. Miskien een versoek van my kant af, kan julle asseblief fiber by Jan wil kan kry? Waar kan ons uitsendings nog beter wees? So ja, dis my enigste
dit is wat ek dink. Ek sê altyd ons sal nooit dinge lelik kan doen nie. Hierdie voorstelle wat van julle afkom is dinge wat ons moet as council opneem en dit dinge verbeter in ons dorp. Malvis Bay baie potensiaal. Daar's baie wat nog tekort kom. Langstraat se residents was bietjie kwaad vir ons water.
Ja, ek was hier voor nou.
Maar is uitgesorteer, ons hoop dit bly so. En ons bly vet aan, ons probeer die beste vir ons residents.
Dit is 'n baie besige naweek met NAPSO en dan die Namibiese rugby hier ook so. Dit is besig.
Ons was baie bekommerd vir Langstraat, veral die ons wat die Airbnb's en so dat mense by hulle kom bly by die watersnet nie. Maar ek is baie dankbaar dat Nembote toe hulle se klagtes uitgesorteer het.
Nee, baie dankie vir efforts, baie dankie.
Dis 'n groot dankie.
For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Now, if sport is not your thing, fear not. We have something for everyone here on Smile the Coffee. Let's take a look at what's on the entertainment calendar.
3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, it's weekend and everyone is ready to chillax, especially since it's another lovely long weekend for many people. So listen up to what's on this weekend. For those who'd like to start their Saturday on an interesting note, at 6:30 a.m. there's a secret sunrise event at the Village in Windhoek. Tickets cost $100 via web tickets. Then, as from 11, the Midgard Estate plays host to the Wobbly Wine Warrior Race. Enjoy a fun market with food, wine, gin and entertainment, or make a weekend of it and stay over at the lodge. This is sure to be tons of fun. At 12 o'clock, Sound for Sight hosts Fokhof Polisiecar, a music festival in aid of charity. This takes place at the Smoky Mare in Windhoek. Tickets are between $250 and $350 via web tickets. At 3, Queen Elaine hosts a paint and sip event at the Iris Boutique Hotel in Walvis Bay. Tickets are $300. And finally, at 7:30, Drag Night Namibia presents a monochrome Met. This is a black and white extravaganza taking place at the Loft in Windhoek. Tickets cost $120 via web tickets or $150 at the doors. Finally, if you haven't seen it yet, Cutting the Flame of Curiosity is exhibited at the Bell House Atelier in Valerie until the 13th of May. Have a peaceful, safe weekend. Until next time, goodbye.
This is Lisa Ehlers, and I am super excited to talk about Drag Night Namibia, the monochrome Met, happening on Saturday, the 6th of May at the Loft Windhoek. That's, of course, the Loft at the old power station on the corner of Nobel and Armstrong Street. Now, of course, the Met Gala just happened, and we wanted to latch onto the whole monochrome aesthetic, the black and white, the contrast of life, and that's what Drag Night does. We talk about social issues. We bring you the best show in the country consistently with our stunning drag queens and our allies. But this show is extra special on 6 May because Melissa Polton will be launching her winter collection, and we feel so honored that one of Namibia's greatest entrepreneurs, fashion designers, Melissa Polton, has taken the hands of Drag Night Namibia, and of course we want to showcase what collaboration really looks like. So please join us. Get your tickets for 120 on web tickets, and of course you can also buy at the door for 150. It's 18 plus because of course we're expressing our soul, minds and hearts at Drag Night Namibia. See you there.
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Welcome to Active Kids, a daily TV show that sparks creativity, learning, and fun for young minds. With exciting activities and lessons, Active Kids inspires curiosity and a love for learning.
New face to the
15.
The perfect mix of play and education. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Active Kids on NTV every weekday at 10 o'clock and let the adventure begin.
Well, that brings us to the end of yet another exciting episode of Smell the Coffee. Thank you so much for joining me and for, of course, smelling the coffee with me. Until next time, it's all my love, all my light, and adios.